Welcome back, Batches.
Welcome back.
It is week 5 of Katie's season of The Bachelorette. And I'm so thankful because I'm starting to know most of the guys by their name. Couldn't tell you anybody but Courtney who went home. But still, I think after this, I know them all now.
I only remember Courtney because he had an interesting body.
He had it, well, and he had the earrings, and his name started with a Q, like Courtney with a Q.
Yeah, I guess I kind of objectified him by judging him by his body, but
right, but that's okay. That's what this whole season's been about:
objectifying men
yes,
and humiliating their kind.
Exactly. So I want to just jump right into it because that's kind of what the episode did. You jump right into where we left off last week with Blake coming in. It's always so awkward when they walk in and nobody talks.
Yeah, obviously they did not like that.
No, and you expect it, but at least he came in and the guys are like Blake, and no one even. I mean, I'm sure they maybe did behind the scenes, but we'd never be like, "Hi, my name is Greg. Hi, I'm Connor." No one introduced themselves.
Right.
It was just standing there.
I feel like if I was if it was me and a new girl came in the house, I'd feel so awkward that I'd at least be like, "Yeah, hi, you can come sit by me" or something.
Yeah, right.
I'd feel kind of bad, but I would also be a little pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
But I wouldn't want to make him feel horrible.
I know. I bet it's, produced and
oh yeah,
we don't see all of it. But yes, that was interesting. And then Katie was talking about it, and
she's so awkward.
I know. I was like, girl, you should have just been like, "Hey everyone, Blake's here. I chose to have him come in. We're done with this conversation."
Right.
Come on, Blake.
And also something that we mentioned when we were watching it was Tayshia tried to break the ice, but guys don't want to talk to her.
I know.
They need a man, I feel to lead
so.
it because she's intimidating.
Yeah, I think so.
They can't have anyone who's
Tayshia
too attractive.
Caitlin. Yeah. That dynamic is it's weird.
It is
I don't
weird.
like it. They're doing it, and it's not against them. I think it's just we're used to Chris Harrison, and usually when that would happen, the guys would voice their annoyance to Chris Harrison, but they didn't even say anything to her.
I think it's because he felt like a true third party, but Tayshia just feels like she's Katie's friend.
Exactly, I agree.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Blake gets the one-on-one, and just a couple points that I noticed from that, because it really wasn't overly eventful, besides the fact that he was scared of horses and he rode a horse.
And he looked so weird on it.
Yeah, he did.
His weird capris.
I know. What's up with the weird pants this season on the guys?
I'm over it.
But she mentioned that Blake checks all the boxes for her, and then she rolled around in some hay with him. So.
Yeah, they were going at it.
Yeah, in the hay. I told Maddie, I said, what if instead she went and had this conversation after they were rolling around the hay, and they both had hay in their hair, so the guys knew what they were doing in the hay.
I'm surprised that didn't happen.
I know. And then the only other notation I made on Blake's date was that he kept touching her butt when they were dancing.
Yeah.
And but he does have really big hands, and she's really short, so I
said that he has Wreck-It Ralph hands.
Yeah, he
They're
does.
just so gigantic and awkward.
Yeah.
I felt like their vibes were just awkward in general.
Yeah, they might be good together, though, because they're both kind of
He seemed like a try-hard. He was just trying to say the right things.
I think that's kind
natural.
of the theme of this season, because, several times, this season I've noticed, the guys would be like, "I'm going to do something big," and then I'd look at you and be like, "That was it?"
It was nothing.
It's just always so awkward.
I wrote down that he reminded me of John Travolta, who got his wisdom teeth out, but is also psycho.
I like it.
Doesn't that seem accurate?
Yeah, that does seem pretty accurate, and he's an awkward John Travolta for real. So,
well, how about that group date?
Oh my gosh. My favorite line of the group date was when they compared Hunter to a circus dude shooting out of a cannon. Is what he looked like.
Yeah, he looks like a little freak show with his hearts on his butt.
Yeah, I have, like, nothing to say about that. The training was weird when Hunter and Katie were, like, tackling each other.
Ew. I would never want to watch that in person.
I would never want to watch that in person. I would not want to be Katie in that situation.
She seemed to dig it.
I don't know. I was so confused about that.
I would not
relationship.
Even...
he would have gone home night one for me, and like he flipped a switch. Like he was like on the guy's side. Now he hates all of them.
Yeah, it was like so cringy how he was tackling everybody.
I know,
with everything he had.
Yeah, for real. Like, and one guy even made the comment that he, like, changed the vibe of the game when he started doing that. Like, then everyone got competitive, and that's when Michael got hurt.
Yeah.
Or almost got hurt.
Because Justin tackled him.
Yeah, is that his name?
That looked pretty painful, but...
Yeah. Another point I really want to say on this date is all the padding in the guy's shorts really bothered me.
The whole outfit.
Bothers me.
It accentuated their packages.
Yeah, I was just...
Or the lack thereof.
You couldn't help but stare at the packages.
That's what they wanted.
I guess.
But
that's the focus of the season is their packages.
Yeah. It made their butts look flat, but it... engorged that area.
It was very, very annoying. And then, I wrote Michael got hurt. Do you have anything else to say about the daytime portion? Because
nope.
She, like, of course, I already knew the face she made when Wells said the winning team gets to do the second half of the date. She made a face, and I knew she was gonna...
Take everybody.
And I knew Hunter was going to be on the date because they released a preview of Hunter's time with her.
Yeah.
So I was like, whoever... But then I saw Greg there, and I don't think they were on the same team. And I was like, I think Greg... Like, because they showed him really struggling. So I knew that they'd all probably go together. But on their one-on-one time... Connor B played her a song on the ukulele and made her cry.
With his shirt unbuttoned yet again.
I know. What's up with that?
I think that he is actually in love with Greg.
Maybe, because him and Greg have a bromance.
They've been cuddling and stuff.
Yeah. And then Michael, I didn't know he hadn't revealed that he was a widow to everybody.
It was only a few that he had revealed that to.
Yeah.
And then Greg was crying.
I think they were just drunk.
It seemed like Greg was drunk, but it was also cute.
Yeah, I think... Greg is, like, kind of emoting onto that, though. Like, I think he's just really struggling with the process.
He and Katie would be perfect for each other.
I know. When he started crying, I was like, oh, my gosh, you both cry.
Yeah.
A lot.
But something that I hate is Hunter's daughter's name is Madison.
Oh, no!
Which is my name.
So he's going to keep saying, I love Madison.
I can't.
And you're going to cringe.
I can't handle that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be associated with him ever in any way.
I know it. He'd be such an embarrassing dad.
That would be disgusting. What if your dad was on there and doing that?
That'd be... You're about to see some aggressive behavior.
You forgot the list.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't do it as well as him. And then, like, talking more about the evening portion, like, Hunter introduces her to pictures of his kid, and they kiss.
And she cried.
Yes.
Almost.
And she kissed Mike the Virgin, and he made, like, a comment. He's like, I like to think of everything in sports terms. Like,
ew.
Maybe we could get to first base night. Can I kiss you or something like that?
Mike said that?
Yes.
He's a gym owner, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and so I was just like, well, I guess you don't... How slow are these bases moving? Because home run is like sex, right?
And he's not allowing himself to get there.
Yeah, so he's just gonna like get to third base and then just not make a home run for a while, I guess.
Yeah. And then I guess we should talk about Andrew's date.
Yeah, and then real quick, I do want to mention Hunter got the group date rose, which I was shocked by.
That was so produced.
Yeah, I think so. His one-on-one was okay. I felt kind of bad.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, like, so boring and lame. They're not giving any good dates.
No, like, they did the envelopes and the breaking of hearts. And, I mean, all I took from that was that they both had a, like, lack of father figures at their sports games. And he had a lack of a father figure in general. she was close to her dad and they did stuff together, but I guess at sporting events she didn't have anybody, which confused me because, like, all she talked about was all the things her dad did with her growing up.
Right.
But then she related to him on that, so I was confused, but...
She probably just made that up to relate.
Maybe.
I'm kidding.
I don't know. And then he told her he almost proposed once, but he never really said why it ended. Just that she was, like, worried about interracial kids. And Katie said she would never be worried about that. That's about all I really took away from their date. But I do like him. I was kind of worried at first.
He seems like too sweet and too young. It's still my impression.
Yeah, he's too young. And I think with him, he's talking to her about how important sports are. I know she likes to travel. But I don't know, like, is she planning on, like, moving to where because he doesn't live in the U.S.
He lives in Austria.
Yeah. So I don't know how that would work, but...
I don't know if he's going to make it that far. I feel like he's not.
I think he might be the week before hometowns. Like,
yeah.
He'll make it, but he won't be final
But
four.
he wasn't really in the teaser much.
No.
Something I want to mention really quick was she wore leather, and I feel like she's been wearing leather a lot.
Yeah.
And I just realized she's reminding me... Did you ever see the Scooby-Doo movies?
Yes.
You remember
Velma.
when Velma put on the leather suit?
Oh my
was,
gosh.
like, trying to be sexy, but just wasn't?
Yeah.
That was the vibe.
And, like, every time she moved in the seat, it sounded like she was passing gas.
Yeah.
And she was like, that wasn't me.
Yeah. She reminds me of that.
Yeah. Yeah, because she wore, like, a red leather dress on one of the dates.
She wore a red leather dress. She's been wearing leather pants a lot. I feel like she wore a leather jacket one episode. Mm. Just, like, a lot of leather.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of a lot of the outfits this episode. I did like her cocktail party dress, though. The red one with the chains. I thought that was
cute. I think the red leather dress was cute.
Uh-huh.
It's just, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about leather.
I don't think I could wear it, but that's just me. So let's, like, talk about the cocktail party real quick.
Yeah.
I was not a fan of the way Hunter was acting, but, like you said, that was produced, probably.
Hunter's just gross.
I know. He said, I got rewarded for aggressive behavior, so from now on, aggressive behavior is my strategy or something. And I was like, okay, you said strategy after you accused Thomas of being here for the wrong reasons.
I demand justice for Thomas.
I know. So I don't know what I think about that. Like, I think he's like saying that he, like, flipped a switch. Like, that's all I can say is he flipped a switch and he's making a lot more gross snorting sounds. That's all I have to say about him.
He has, like, some freaking infection in his throat because he keeps going...
I know, it's so gross.
It's absolutely revolting.
And you know the producers are doing it on purpose, but I'm like, stop.
I can't. It makes me want to puke.
Yeah, and so, of course, the issue of time got brought up.
Of course.
Because, he had a rose, and a lot of the guys didn't get to talk to her, and they got sent home. So there was that, and...
James interrupted
him, which was some drama, but I was like...
I think James is going home soon.
Yeah, I thought he was going to make it a little bit farther based off night one, but she's like she is more into Hunter than she is into James, and I don't know how that happened.
I think James is too fit for her.
I don't know. If I had a choice between, like, Hunter would have gone home, like, night one, if it were me.
He is the opposite of attraction to me. It's repulsion, actually.
Poor Hunter.
Sorry, Hunter. I hate you. Okay, I guess we should talk about the teaser, right?
Yeah, let's talk about the teaser. Because, like, like I said, Courtney went home. That's the only person I can tell you. So... From what I gathered from the teaser is somebody is declaring going home. Like,
I think two people are going.
Possibly. And, like, they almost made it look like it was Blake. And I'm like, because, like, the way Tasia was talking to somebody, you obviously don't see the guy. But Tasia's talking to someone. And then I also am wondering if it's Greg, because every week we're seeing him struggle with this process.
Yeah, he hates it.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. It's not for him. And I think that's kind of what happens when you give someone that's not confident the first date. Like,
yeah.
because he, like, had an established connection. Now he's struggling for 4 weeks before he gets, like, the next one.
That is an interesting dynamic because she feels so confident in Greg. She can just put him on the back burner, but he doesn't like that.
No, he's struggling. And
but he obviously gets a date soon because they're making out in the rain.
Yeah, and it looks like they maybe were on a bike together or something. So I think he's getting one soon.
But he's going to leave probably.
Yeah, we're thinking maybe it's going to be him who leaves. And Michael, because he was FaceTiming his kid, and maybe
he misses his kids.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, though. It looks very interesting. It looks like the drama is really ramping up. I don't think we have that much longer. Like, I think we're at least halfway through.
Yeah, I think there's probably, 12 or 13 episodes total. So we're probably about halfway through.
Yeah.
It looked like also she maybe said I love you to Mike, the Christian guy.
Yeah, it looks like maybe they got a one-on-one. I can't really tell.
I feel like he'll make it to maybe right before hometowns.
Possibly. I want to declare our final four now that I think about it just real quick.
I'm scared, okay.
So for me, I think it's going to be Greg, Blake, Michael. I'm a little iffy on him because of the kid situation, and maybe Andrew. I don't know.
I think it's probably Greg, Michael, maybe Mike.
Okay.
And I don't know. This is too hard. I could see Blake riding to the end, but...
Yeah, I think he will be at the end, and then, the last thing I want to throw in with the teaser is that it looks like somebody is not ready to propose, which is my pet peeve every year.
It's like, you know what this is.
Yes, you know what this is. You know what the end result is. Go home. But yeah, I think Greg's going to be a problem. So we'll see.
I keep trying to get hooked to this season, but I keep realizing I'm just excited for Michelle's season because I can't wait to watch David Spade. Is he hosting Michelle's?
No, he's on Bachelor in Paradise.
Bachelor in Paradise. Okay, that'll be amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited for Bachelor in Paradise because I heard rumors that Thomas was going to be on it. So he might get his redemption story.
I hope so.
Maybe Blake will be on it and he can go for the fourth girl in a year.
Yeah.
Break records, man.
Blake needs to figure his ish out.
Maybe he'll be on Michelle's season.
That would be funny.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week. Until then, stay basic.
Stay basic.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, it's Bekah.
Hey, it's Maddy.
Thank you so much for listening to the Basic Bee podcast.
Follow us on the gram at Basic Bee Pod.
And join our private Facebook group linked in the episode notes.
Be sure to catch our next episode and leave us a nice review.
Until then, stay basic.
Bye, bees.